Hello, it's Daniel. I just wanted to run you through how we are using LinkedIn and basically building SOPs for our VAs and like so on, so that then they can go away and scrape leads for us non-stop. And we can basically just direct them to them and say like, oh, we're in desperate need of some more leads for X, Y, and Z, whether it's phone numbers, emails, whatever. Normally this works best for emails, but let me show you. So it's a really simple document. So we have one of these for each of our clients. This is just an example one. So let's say Barry's looking for tech. This is the connection level, this is the location, this is the industry, this is the profile language, and then any keywords that we search. So literally all we're going to do is go onto here. In fact, let's copy the first bit. Copy this into the search bar, paste it, click OK, and then once it's finally ready, you obviously go onto people. Hit the follow button, you don't want to miss what's next. So the next step is we want second and third level connections. So that is the natural next thing to do. Locations, the one after that. And we actually just want London for Barry. Well, in this example, but as you can see, India, England, you can do literally wherever. And there is also kind of like other things outside of London, so like other ways for people to, like people might put the city of London, things like that. So it's worthwhile taking all of them, but seeing as we're getting so many leads anyway, probably not the end of the world. So then go back onto the sheet. These are the industries that you want to target. So if you go into all filters, and then we've got industries here. So if you put in, normally if you put in the first bit anyway, you can then find most of them. You'll add them. There's one already there. What was the last one? Climate technology. There we go. So once that's added, brilliant. You go down to the next one. Go back over to here. Profile language English. And then you just copy and paste any of the titles. So this makes it dead easy for you to make sure you are finding the same people. Admittedly, once you've done this once, you'll know. But if you're going to be targeting different people, or you need to find the same people in the same niche, you can just go on and do that. Press search, and it will bring all of them up on here. So there's 11,000 leads of them. They're all CEOs, owners, founders, and stuff like that in central London that are running tech startups or tech companies. When you include the startups, you can tell that oh, okay, this is why it's such a big market. Then the next thing is to go onto Octopus. I normally just have a burner one, so I think we're using Matt, who was one of our clients, on there. Then you want to send as many profiles as you want to it. Ideally start with 1,000. You capped at 1,000, so you can leave that running. Another way that you can filter down a bit further, which you might not necessarily need, this is just a big market, so there's 11,000 of them. Share this with a friend or someone you think is going to help. You can then do second level connections on their own, and then do third level connections on their own, which just gives you a bigger pool of people and then splits it. So instead of you pulling 1,000 from both, you can pull 1,000 from each, and then you get 2,000. You can also play around with the industry. So instead of having 3 industries, you just have 1, and then move on to the next one, and then move on to the next one, which then means once again you've now got 3,000 leads instead of pulling 1,000 from those 3. Same goes for the second and third level connections. So technically now we're getting to 6. So you've nearly gathered half of them in a couple of seconds of just doing it. When this is finally ready, we will then go on to Octopus, download it as a CSV, which I'll show you how to do. There we go, perfect. So if you click on the CRM button here, it takes you over to the CRM. This is normally where you would then send these people off to be connected with. This is our PR campaign. But if we go on to Matt's, all of them are on here. Click this, click export, and it will download all of their links and everything in a CSV. And then simply log on to Snovio. It's going to take me to that lovely pricing page. Go on into here. And then we use Finder. Obviously, we're trying to find these people's contact information. And then bulk URL search. Sorry, I had to think about that for a second there. yeah, there we go. So bulk social just not reading this morning. And then you pick your file. It'll be your most recent one on there. Start search, and it will literally just pull all of these. And then once you're happy, you just click add to list. I'll just find one that we've already done so you can see what it looks like. And then you can just go through and filter these down. Realistically, we want the ones. We don't really want the orange ones. Go away and make sure they're verified. 90% of them won't be. They seem to just make these numbers up and then bill you for the privilege. And then the last ones are just straight up invalid. So, I mean, by all means check them if you're going to bother putting those ones in as well. But realistically, they're not actually valid emails. They might be old ones. Yeah, basically, people have tested them. It doesn't work. Follow me for loads more tips. And then obviously you've got all of the LinkedIn URLs, which you have anyway. And then some just don't have emails. When you export this, you get a load more data. On here, there's literally nothing. But if I go to export prospects list, you can see all of the different things on here. So there's location, industry, company size, all of that kind of information as well. Always leave it ticked, but if you weren't bothered about location or whatever, because you've already filtered it, then you can just export it that way. So yeah, I hope that makes sense. Really powerful way to just make the most of literally a couple of lines. I will attach this as well so that you've got it. And then even if it just keeps you in check of like what needs doing, but then you can just send a VA away and say, look, okay, we need some more leads for Barry. They can come on and go, oh, this is Barry. And then it's pretty much idiot proof. So there's no way that anyone can go wrong. But awesome. I hope that's helpful. Talk to you soon.